No fuss, no mess, no stress. Darwinex money in the bank and paying my bills like a boss.
All right, PIP streamers, today is an exciting day because I get to withdraw some funds that have been paid based on my performance. And that's always the goal, right? To bear fruit from your hard work. And today is when I get to harvest a little bit of the fruit that I've earned. So, in Darwinex, when you want to withdraw, you would go to the little icon here for your account, click on it, and then click withdrawals. Okay. Once you get here, it's going to show you the total amount of the money that you've earned, usually in euros, because the Darwinex company is based in Europe. And then it's going to show you some other things. Now, let's start over here to the right. So there's certain things that you need to have verified or steps that need to be done before you can withdraw any funds that you have earned, right? So as you can see right here, it's saying, what are the requirements? What requirements must you have? Oh my God. What requirements must you meet? That's what it's saying right there. So the first thing, you have to receive first performance fees. Obviously, you have to earn some money, so you'll be able to withdraw some money, right? So that goes without saying. Next one is you have to have earned at least 97 euros or more for you to be able to withdraw money, right? You don't want to start withdrawing pennies. They're not going to, deal with that, right? Then the third, which is very important, is your identification verification. Before you do all this thing, when you go here, there's going to be other tabs that are going to walk you through the process, right? So with the identity, basically you can use your passport, you can use your national ID. If you're in the US, obviously you can use your ID, which is also, your driver's license, which is also your ID, right? Then you have to add, that's the last step. You have to add your withdrawal method. And the withdrawal method is basically your banking information, right? What bank are you withdrawing the money to and what account, basically, right? I think there's other methods you can do it. I'm not too sure about crypto, but anyway, when you get to that, adding a withdrawal method, it will show you all the available methods to do that. Okay, now let's move to the left. As you can see right here, total earned so far is 438 euros and 1 cent. Now, I know it's not, for some of you guys out there, this is nothing, but hey, this is my first earning on this account. So that's great for me, right? Now, what does that equate to in dollars? So if we go right here and we look at Euro USD, we can see the price on that is 1.1754. Now, the price on currencies is usually the exchange rate between the two currencies. So basically, 1 euro equates to $1.1755, right? So what that means is, if we go back here, we're going to take that 438.01 times 1.1755. That's the exchange rate. Boom. So basically that amounts to 514.88 cents in terms of dollars, right? So basically if you round it up, it's basically $515. So that's how much I've earned so far on this account, at least in the first quarter. That's another thing to keep in mind. Darwinex does payouts quarterly, right? Every quarter, right? So January to March is one quarter, then April to June is another quarter, then June to September is another quarter, and then from October to December is another quarter, right? So you get paid at the end of every quarter. So you earn as much money as you earn, and then at the end of the quarter you can withdraw or whatever, right? Now, over here it's showing total withdrawn is 135, right? So far that I have withdrawn, and then the remaining balance for me to be able to withdraw, if I want to withdraw it, is 303 euros. Now, actually, I did not withdraw this money and put it in my pocket. What happened is, so the Darwinex platform, if you're on Darwinex Zero, is 45 euros a month that you would pay to be on the platform, right? So what they have been doing is, because when I earned the money, I just left it in there. I did not withdraw it. So they've been taking away every month. Instead of me paying from my pocket, they've been taking the money out of my earnings, which is $45 each month, right? So 45 euros rather. So 45 euros for this month, 45 euros for this month. And in April, that was 45 euros. Okay. Now, the next due date for the next subscription payment is going to be, because the last one was April 7th. So it's going to be obviously May 7th, which is tomorrow, because today is May 6th. Now, by the time you probably watch this video, it might be a different date, but just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to withdraw, but I'm not going to withdraw this whole 303. I'm going to leave 45 euros in there because it wouldn't make sense for me to take it all and then have to pay out of pocket. I'd rather leave the 45 euros in there and then they can just go ahead and pay for my subscription in May. So if I was to leave $45 in there, 45 euros, so 303, yeah, we want that 1 cent minus 45 euros. That leaves you with 258 euros, right? Now, if we multiply that, just to multiply that by 1.1755, that gives you $303.29. Interesting, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and do the withdrawal. Okay, let's go. Request withdrawal. That is my account that I already put in there, my bank account. And I'm going to go ahead because I want my payment in dollars and not in euros or anything else, because I currently live in the United States. So USD, okay? And then if you want to add another withdrawal method, I guess you could do it here. Let's see. If I click here, I just want to see. I'm not supposed to show you this information. It's got my social and everything. Okay, let's go back. All right, click withdrawal. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that. All right, US dollars, continue. Okay, I said I am going to withdraw 258.01. Okay, request withdrawal. And you can see right here, it says withdrawal requested. We have registered your withdrawal. It will be processed shortly. We will send you a notification when your withdrawal has been processed. Okay, so we will look forward to that. And right now you can see it's showing that the withdrawal is being processed and what's left is 45 euros, which will be used to pay for the upcoming subscription on the 7th, which is tomorrow. And as you can see right here, today is the 6th. This is the withdrawal. This is the withdrawal amount that I did, which is 258 euros and 1 cent, which equates to $303, right? Total amount earned was $438 and 1 cent, which equates to about $515. Okay, so it's been a few days after we did the withdrawal. So I want to show you on the back end, after the money has come through, what happens, right? So we can see right here, the withdrawal. Yeah, we can see right here, it was done on the 6th. And that's the withdrawal right here. The amount was 258 and 1 cent in euros, processed. It doesn't say pending anymore. And this is the date that it was processed, right? On the 7th. So that means on the 7th, that money should have dropped into my bank account. So let's go ahead and take a look at my bank and see how it came through. So the bank that I use in this particular case is Chase. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and log in. Username and password, sign in. I might have to blur some of the things that show up. What's happening? Let's try this again. Okay, sign in. All right, I might have to blur some of the things that show up because, I don't want you to see everything in my account. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the checking account, which is where the money comes in this particular bank account. So now we're in the checking. We're going to go ahead and look at transactions, right? So we can see right here on the 7th, let me go ahead and highlight it. So right here on the 7th, we can see that there was a international deposit made, as you can see right here, foreign remittance, blah, 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 right? Of $2.94.52. Okay. Now, that is contrary to what it was supposed to be. So it could be that on the next day, the exchange rate had changed because, the market is always fluctuating in terms of exchange rate. So maybe it wasn't 1.1755, I think was the exchange rate on the 6th, but it might have changed on the 7th. So there's a discrepancy of about, I think, $5-6, because initially, it was supposed to be 303 after we converted the 258 to that exchange rate. That's supposed to be 303 and 29 cents. But if we look at what came in, which is 294 $8.52. Yeah, there's a discrepancy of $8.77. So maybe the exchange rate, changed somehow, right? Or there was a fee that they charge for a wire from the European side. But also, if we go back here and look at my bank account again, you see right here, there is a international incoming wire fee that they also charge of $15. Okay, so keep that in mind. When you do the transfer of your payouts, there's going to be some small fees that you're going to get charged from your bank and also from the other side as well. I'm not exactly sure what they do in Europe. Or it could be just the exchange rate that caused that 303 to go a little bit down to 294, right? So just keep that in mind. Next time, maybe I will try to see if I can use maybe crypto and maybe that'll save me some money. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but just to kind of know what's up with that. So there you have it. Withdrawal made, deposited into my account, and it was spent immediately because, you got to pay bills, right? This came through immediately, boom, and took a whole bunch of it. But anyway, that's life, right? You make money to pay bills. All right. Peace out.
No fuss, no mess, no stress. Darwinex money in the bank and paying my bills like a boss. No fuss, no mess, no stress. Darwinex money in the bank and paying my bills like a boss.